I know exactly what you are thinking. You are looking at your retirement years, or maybe you are looking at your spouse who stayed home to raise the beautiful family you built together, and a cold wave of fear washes over you. You ask yourself, are they going to be left with absolutely nothing? Did we make a catastrophic mistake by having one of us stay outside the traditional workforce? You see the headlines, you know the rule that you need 40 work credits, which is about 10 years of work, to qualify for Social Security. So you assume that if you have 0 credits, you get $0. Listen to me, that is a myth. It is a misconception that is causing unnecessary panic for thousands of good, hardworking American families just like yours. Today, we are going to put that fear to bed with facts. The definitive answer to your question is yes. A United States citizen who has never worked can absolutely collect Social Security. But, and this is a very big but that you must understand, you cannot collect it based on your own non-existent work record. You must qualify through someone else's record, or through specific federal assistance programs. Let us break down exactly how this works, because if you don't know the rules, you are leaving money on the table that you rightfully deserve. The most common way a non-working citizen collects Social Security is through what the government calls a spousal benefit. If you are married to someone who has worked and earned those 40 required credits, you are eligible to receive a monthly check based entirely on their hard work. Think about the brilliance of that. When the Social Security Act was created, it was designed with a safety net to protect the stay-at-home spouse. How much can you get? You can receive up to 50%, half, of your working spouse's full retirement benefit. Let me give you a concrete example so you can see the math clearly. If your husband or your wife is entitled to a monthly benefit of $2,000 at their full retirement age, you, as the non-working spouse, can claim a spousal benefit of up to $1,000 a month. That brings your household total to $3,000 a month. And do not worry, taking your spousal benefit does not take a single penny away from your spouse's check. They still get their full $2,000. But you have to be careful. Timing is absolutely everything here. To get that full 50%, you must wait until you reach your own full retirement age, which is between 66 and 67, depending on the year you were born. If you get impatient and you rush to claim that spousal benefit early at age 62, the Social Security Administration is going to penalize you. They will slash that benefit down to as little as 30 or 35% of your spouse's amount. Do not do that to yourself. Unless it is an absolute life or death financial emergency, wait until your full retirement age so you can maximize every single dollar. There is another critical rule you must remember: your working spouse must actually file for their own retirement benefits before you can start collecting your spousal benefit. You cannot jump the gun and claim your half if they haven't triggered their own record yet. Now, what if you are looking at me right now and saying, "Susie, that sounds great, but I am divorced. I never worked, we split up, and now I am terrified about my financial future." Let us look at an even tougher situation. What happens if your working spouse passes away? The fear of losing a partner is painful enough without the crushing dread of financial ruin. If you have never worked, and your spouse passes away, your spousal benefit instantly transforms into a survivor benefit. This is where the protection gets even stronger. As a surviving spouse, you are no longer limited to just 50% of their benefit. You are eligible to receive up to 100% of your deceased spouse's monthly benefit. If they were collecting $2,000 a month, you step right into their shoes and start receiving that full $2,000 a month. You can even claim reduced survivor benefits as early as age 60 or age 50 if you are disabled. But remember the golden rule: the longer you wait to claim up until your full retirement age, the higher that monthly check will be. Finally, what if you have never worked, you are not married, you have never been married for 10 years, and you are sitting there feeling completely invisible and forgotten by the system? You are not forgotten. There is a secondary safety net called Supplemental Security Income, or SSI. This is a federal program run by the Social Security Administration, but it is not funded by Social Security taxes. It is funded by general U.S. Treasury revenues. It is designed specifically for citizens aged 65 or older, or those who are blind or disabled, who have little to no income and virtually no assets. Because SSI is a needs-based program, your work history does not matter at all. What does matter is what you own and what you bring in. To qualify for SSI as an individual, you must have less than $2,000 in countable resources. That means cash, bank accounts, and stocks. The government does exclude your primary home and usually one vehicle from that calculation because they aren't trying to make you homeless. But the financial limits are incredibly strict. The monthly payouts are modest, meant to cover absolute essentials like food and shelter, but it is a lifeline that ensures no elderly citizen is left entirely empty-handed. So, what is your actionable takeaway today? No matter which of these paths applies to your life, your very first step is to stop guessing. Stop letting fear dictate your retirement. You need to gather your documents, your marriage certificates, your divorce decrees, or your spouse's information, and you need to create a My Social Security account online at ssa.gov or call them directly at 1-800-772-1213. Verify your eligibility. Talk to a representative. Map out your exact full retirement age. You must become the master of your own financial destiny. The money is there to protect you, but the government is not going to track you down to give it to you.
There's a quiet belief most people carry into retirement.
You have to know the rules.
If you have a pension,
understand
you're
your rights,
safe. That
you
you've
have to
made
stand
it.
up and
that
claim your
somehow
financial security.
You've cracked a code